Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the E45 podcast. Tonight, I got myself, Hector, also known as CN6, and with me, I got Jazzy.
What up?
And tonight, guys, we are going to be reviewing the fourth episode of The Penguin. But before we do, I'd like to remind you guys that you guys can listen to us on Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud, and YouTube. Make sure you follow our socials at Heat Ray Vision Podcast or go to heatrayvisionpodcast.com. You're going to see all of our links through there. Make sure you join the Discord, top link in the description. Join the Discord, man. Have some fun with us, man. Chat with us and everything. But yeah, the fourth episode of The Penguin, man. And this one was definitely another great episode.
Banger.
Another character-centric episode. And before we actually get into it, just a quick reminder, in case you guys don't know, this will be a spoiler review. So if you guys do not want that, click off. But I mean, we're a week behind, so I mean,
Yeah.
you guys should be caught up.
Yeah, I was about to say, by this time, you're getting prepped for the other episode.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, another character-centric episode, and this one's gonna focus more on Sophia. And hey, man, fucking she is fire and she fire.
I was about to say, bro,
Bad,
after...
bro. Hey, I don't know what it is, but when I first met her, I wasn't really like I didn't think she was ugly, but I didn't think like, oh, all right. But now I'm like, yo.
No, for real. When we saw her walk in, when like, you know how she came in, it was like a blurry black background, and she was wearing that white dress,
I'm trying to remember.
or a white outfit. I don't know if it was a dress, but it was a white outfit. I'm pretty sure it was right there. I was like, oh yeah, she a baddie. She a baddie.
You mean the yellow dress?
Was it yellow, though?
Was it the yellow dress?
She came in. She first appeared when they were talking in that meeting.
Episode
like,
one?
In episode 1, didn't she first appear in that white dress?
Yeah, I'm tweaking. Yeah, probably. I'm talking about this episode.
Oh no, yeah,
Sure,
that
where
was
that
at the
yellow
end, right?
It was near the end.
That was at the end, yeah. No,
Sure.
that you know, when she first appeared in that white dress, I was like, hey, yo, all right, she baddie, I like it.
Nah, I wasn't thinking it, man. I think
Oh,
no.
no.
This episode really did it for me, man.
Really?
Yeah.
You saw her fucked up mind? You're like, you know what? I can fix her.
Probably, bro. Probably. No, but I don't know why. It's just I don't know, especially with that yellow dress, bro.
That's funny as hell.
She I'm up the slide.
Hell no. But no, man.
All
This episode begins. We're picking up where we left off last episode, where Oz was getting saved by Victor. We pick up like a little bit before that, like a few moments before that, where Nadia is like interrogating both Sophia and Oz, and this is a big moment because we're picking up with some big shit on the line, some big news dropping. Nadia basically exposes the truth of Oz to Sophia, and Sophia is there and stunned because at this point, even though she had her suspicions of Oz in the beginning, at this point she's like, you know what? Even though my gut is telling me I shouldn't trust this motherfucker, I'm gonna trust him. And right here, it's kind of like, oh my god, he killed my brother. He's been lying to me this whole fucking time. And she's kind of like just in shock or whatever, which makes sense because in the last episode, Oz says as he's getting away, he tells Victor to fuck off. I forget what he says, but like forget that.
Yeah, I think he just said like, oh, forget about her.
Yeah. So that makes more sense. It makes more sense.
Now she knows the
Because
truth.
now she knows, right?
And I think with this, I was thinking, what I said last episode was like, whoa, like he just opened up to Sophia and the fact that he just left her. This dude's fucking cold, like whatever. I thought like it was gonna discredit what I said, but no. In fact, it supports it because he does it right then and there to her face. Because as Nadia, part of the Moroni's family, is saying, yeah, we know about Bliss, we know what you've been doing, blah blah blah, and reveals that Oz was the one that killed Alberto. After all this, and Sophia's looking at Oz, like straight up looking at him and like saying, "What the fuck's going on?" Penguin is just like ignores her and straight up looks at Nadia and says, "Hey, what you mean? Like, I needed her to do this and this to get to the drugs," and right there in front of her, lying to her and like he doesn't really give a fuck. Saying like, "Hey, I was basically using her." Right to her face, even after that sentimental conversation that we just had. So if anything, it just showcases like what I said in the last episode. It just makes my point even stronger. This motherfucker don't give a fuck, bro, as long as he's getting himself out of there. And I thought it was like another pivotal, another I guess not pivotal, that's not the right word, another example of the Penguin demonstrating these characteristics of him being selfish and doing anything he can that will benefit him. And it's definitely, I love the show for that. And the fact that you could see Sophia's, like, I don't know what her real name is, but like the actor, I don't know her real name.
I can look it up.
But bro, you could see her facial expressions. Like, her acting is just fire, bro. And this was a character-centric episode about her character, her essentially origin.
Oh my
and
God.
It's actually fire, bro, the way she is acting. But
her name is Christine Milotti.
Christine?
I don't know how you pronounce
that her
that
first name?
I don't know how you pronounce the last name. It's hard last name to pronounce.
I'm gonna say Christine and then Milioti.
Some shit like that.
maybe?
Yeah, we apologize for mispronouncing it, but that's her real name.
Christine. All right, Christine. We'll fire Christine, man. So, and as all this is happening, Sophia is obviously, she gets away, and she's pulls up her phone and she's ready to she's calling. Who did she call again?
She calls the.
I forgot who she called.
Is it the therapist dude?
Was it? I thought she called like one of the family. No.
No.
Oh no! Yeah. She quickly
she
quickly dials her psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Which his name was Dr. Julian or Julian. I don't know. I'm gonna say Julian. Julian Rush, basically saying that it was Oz, right? As she's fainting, and then whenever that happens, now we get a flashback. This is 10 years prior, where Sophia is speaking at a charity event about her mother's mental illness, and it's basically a charity event that she opened up to I guess raise awareness to mental illnesses like depression and stuff, and suicide prevention and shit like that. And we see Oz, like a younger Oz there. This is at the time where Oz was her driver, and they're basically just
she's barely just giving like a basic ass speech, she's talking about saying the things she's supposed to say in a position like that. And after she's done with that conversation, she heads out. But before she's able to get in her car, a reporter named Summer Gleason, I think that's how you say the last name, interrupts her and tells her about a string of suicides of women that have happened recently, and they all have a connection to her father. So that is very interesting because we know what happened to her mother. Her mother.
So, because I guess the connection is that they all work at the Iceberg Lounge, right? Which is her father's like secret club, I believe, isn't it? Or is it 44? Something like that. I forgot what it's called.
I think that was another one. I think the Iceberg Lounge is just a legit like regular nightclub where they just sell drugs.
Are you sure? Really?
I could have sworn, or am I remembering it wrong?
I could have sworn it was the club that's like underground, the one that where the Batman, in the Batman, where he goes there and he meets. That's where he meets the Penguin, I think.
Oh wait,
isn't that the lounge? Like, yeah, isn't it downstairs?
That's the Iceberg.
No, it's the one. It's the where he gets Catwoman to wear those contacts.
Oh yeah, I think that's the one. Yeah,
is that what it's called? I forgot what it's called.
I forgot what it's called too,
but they all have a connection because they all work there. It's either they're at that club or the underground club, and they all died the same way, and that's by hanging. And as you can see, this is where you're slowly, oh shit, what the fuck is going on here? Hanging, and this is where like you could tell where the episode is going. Where okay, cool, we're gonna get a backstory of Sophia. Was she the hangman? What does she actually do, or what's going on? But even after all that, she says, "I don't want to speak to you," and that's where Oz and her they end up driving off. And then then we get a flashback of her as a child playing like hide and go seek with her brother, and this is where she finds her mother being like she's just like hanging, bro.
It's hard to describe because we got to use certain word choices here. I know, right?
Yeah, I know. It's just you gotta be careful.
Yeah, I know.
But she finds her mother, man.
Yeah,
just dead, and this is the part where I realize, got your ass.
You mother.
Got your ass. I knew it. I was right. If you listen to the previous episode, guys,
I was wrong.
Dumbass.
My theory was fucking out the window the beginning of the episode.
Wait, what was yours again? I forgot yours. I genuinely forgot yours.
I think I kind of forgot it, but like, I think it was something happens where like they capture her and the Penguin goes to rescue her.
Did you mention that first, or
Yeah,
did I did?
No, I did. I
Did you?
mentioned it. I'm like, yo, what if like this is how they build their bond even more?
I don't know. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, either way, I think I said that. Oh yeah. That,
no,
that
you
could
were right.
be-
No, you definitely said this.
I'm
You
like that
definitely
could
said
that
this.
could be a situation there, but I guess we were wrong. You know.
Yeah.
And actually, it's funny because that episode we said that most of our theories just ain't shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, the last episode,
shit.
I said that because I caught 2 dialogue details on the episode that I guess hinted that Sophia was not the hangman. And I said that. I'm like, what if she's not the hangman and she was actually framed? And here it is, man. This is concrete evidence that she is not the hangman, because not only do we find out, okay, there's been multiple murders of women with, that were hung, essentially, they were murdered and stuff, but also we get a flashback of her seeing her mom hanging, right? And at this point you could make the argument, oh, could it be like a traumatic thing where she saw her mother that way, and so now she's, killing other women and doing that to represent her mother or whatever, right? You could make the argument at that point, right? But I knew deep down, like, nah, she ain't it, bro, for real. And like, we're gonna get to a specific scene where, like, okay, yeah, it's not her. But anyway, we get that flashback, and where we leave off, Mario.
So we get that flashback, and then as she's having it, it gets interrupted because her father calls her for dinner because she's having dinner with her father and her brother, and basically in this scene, Sophia looks like the good, responsible, smart child, while Alberto is over here fucking partying, not taking his responsibility seriously. He didn't end up looking into some senator's financial holdings, which his dad asked him to do, so that makes him look even worse. And then at some point he receives a text to where he has to leave the dinner early, even though this is clearly a planned dinner that their dad clearly probably asked him to make time for. And then after he leaves, he continues to basically berate Alberto, saying, like, what's wrong with him? Like, where did I go wrong with him? Like, why can't he be more like you, Sophia? You're always on time. You take care of your responsibilities. And the major thing here that we find out is that Alberto was going to make her the head of the family all along, not Alberto. And that's,
but you said Alberto was going to make her head of the family. You mean Carmine?
I mean Carmine, yeah, my bad.
You said Alberto's gonna make her.
My bad. I got the names confused. But he was gonna make her the head of the family, and not the brother, which is very huge because obviously that didn't end up happening, and to find out that she was gonna be it all along,
and that's why that explains her obsession of, like, I guess, not being taken seriously, because she was going to be taken seriously before, but not anymore. And that's why, and we can see why she has such a deeper connection with this. Why she has a deeper connection with wanting to ruin the family now that like everyone's trying to fuck her over and not take her seriously, because that was going to be her role, the leader. But obviously, shit didn't go well.
And also, this is also the first time I believe we see the new actor.
The new actor?
Because remember the Carmine? That's not the guy that played him in the movie.
Oh,
this is the new guy.
Honestly,
So I gotta ask you, how do you? Oh, well, I mean that's good then, because I was gonna ask you, like, how do you feel about his performance?
Well, hold on, I gotta see him because I haven't seen the Batman since it came out. I saw it twice that year it came out.
Damn, that's crazy for you.
I saw it twice. I know, I saw it fucking twice. So I forgot how he looks. Carmine Falcone.
Yeah, just look him up.
Yeah, and then you keep going.
All right, so oh shit, my shit froze. Goddamn, hold on.
Let's see. Oh, I see. Honestly, dude, they kind of look alike, bro.
Well, show me. Actually, I look. You forgot to.
Okay, look. Wait, let me get a better picture. Look. So this is him in the movie.
No way.
That's him in the movie, right? And here's another one. Here's another picture. You get an idea.
Okay.
Right, that's him in the movie, and then this is the guy in the Penguin.
Dude, they look alike.
They kind of look alike, right?
You can tell a difference, but they look alike.
You can tell a difference. Yeah, for sure. You could definitely tell a difference. But this looks like a 10-year-old because was it 10 years? No, it wasn't 10 years.
10 years younger.
No, but was it that meeting? Was it 10 years ago?
This dinner scene?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or was that
yeah, because this is all before the Batman.
This is all before the Batman.
It is
right?
all before the
But
Batman.
was it 10 years?
I do.
Well, either
That
way,
part I don't know.
they look almost identical. I don't see a big difference. The only difference is is Carmine in the Batman movie. He just had like more gray hair, whereas here in this scene, like he just has black hair. And I'm assuming that's just because of the time. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like it's just the time difference. So, yeah, man, I don't think it's a big deal, bro. I mean,
For
it's
me,
fine.
it was good.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
I was
man.
like, you know what, you did
I
a
didn't-
solid job.
I didn't really notice. I'm gonna be honest with you, but you're right.
Yeah, it was the first time. But either way, after that scene, we go to a different scene where Sophia has Oz driving up to the Iceberg Lounge, and Sophia meets up with. Oh no, Sophia drops off Alberto, and Sophia basically asks Alberto's like, "Hey, does father ever seem like a little bit suspicious to you? Like, would he ever do anything crazy to the girls that work here?" And Alberto basically becomes suspicious of Sophia, but Sophia adds the fact that, hey, you see a different side of him than I do. Like, he treats me differently compared to you. But at the end of the day, Alberto doesn't really buy into it. He's more like, Sophia, you're just overreacting. Like, calm down. Like, nah, like, nothing's ever going to happen.
Okay.
All while...
Oh, I found it. Okay, the Iceberg Lounge, right?
Uh-huh.
That's the club.
Yeah.
But then there's an underground club that's called 44 Below.
In the Iceberg Lounge? Or
In
just...
the Iceberg Lounge. And it's underground club. It's a club beneath the club.
Okay.
But,
All
and
right.
it's like strictly like...
Yeah, that makes sense. I think I remember that now.
Yeah, bro.
I
Remember the
this.
Batman?
Yeah, I remember.
I think
I don't think
I don't know the Batman went inside there, but he went into the Iceberg Lounge to find... Was it the Penguin, wasn't it?
I think he ran into the Penguin, but I don't know if he went to go find the Penguin.
And it was Catwoman that went in the 44 Below with the
she went in.
contacts.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Hey, man, she a baddie, bro. Who you picking? Who you picking? Catwoman or Sophia?
I think it's Catwoman by
Yeah,
far.
bro,
It's Catwoman.
Catwoman.
It's Catwoman.
By far? I mean, I would... Man, I want them both, man. Now, I want to say by far.
Really?
Well...
For me,
yes.
For me, it's a clear.
For me, it's a by far sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, Sophia bad, bro.
Yeah,
This
it's
episode
true.
showed it, man.
She bad and she bad. Not bad.
That's fact. She bad. No, she bad and she a baddie.
Yeah, there you go. That's even better.
There we go, man.
But this whole time that Sophia and Alberto are talking, Oz is eavesdropping while sitting in the driver's seat, which is just it shows you that Oz is he's always been like this, bro. Which I like little details like that they show Oz's
fuck yeah.
personality.
Dude,
Always like this motherfucker's always been a little
Hell
sneaky
yeah.
little fuckhead.
There's a scene particular where like you can see how to explain this. You can see how Sophia was like treating Oz.
Yeah.
And we'll get to that in a bit because I think it's later on.
I believe so.
But
But later that night, Sophia ends up meeting with that reporter Summer, and Summer basically shows her all the evidence of all the women
she ends up meeting her because doesn't she get that flashback again? Doesn't she? Yeah, because doesn't she? Because what made her want to meet up with her again?
I mean,
I could have sworn it was a flashback.
It could have been that conversation with her
Was
dad.
it?
Oh, one thing we did forget, I skipped over. That's my bad. Is at that dinner scene after Carmine said to Sophia, "I'm gonna make you the head of the family." After that, she brings up her mother again. She's like, "Hey, I don't really my mom ever being sick or whatever the fuck."
Exactly.
And her dad is like, "Well,
really
she
defensive.
well, it's like,
She was
or
good
like
at
why-
hiding it.
She's
type
good at
shit.
hiding it, but like, why are you bringing this up now? That happened years ago. Like,
Yeah,
blah,
she's
blah, blah.
like, he's like, why are you picking at old wounds? You know,
Yeah.
that upsets me.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's a little.
There we go.
No, but there's another scene where she gets another flashback. I'm trying to remember because unless it was
flashback.
yeah, it's another
Are you
flashback
sure?
where she notices the scratches.
Are you sure it's not later on in the episode?
Was it later on, bro?
Because we do get another one where like Carmine walks up and like, "Sophia, what are you doing here?" Oh, and then walks her out. It could be that one you're thinking of.
Because I'm trying to think, what made her? Was it really that? Like, did she decide to meet with that reporter just because of that conversation she had with her brother?
It could have been that and her dad, where her dad was just like, "Hey, don't worry about that." She was just good at hiding it. I mean, that's enough there to fucking go meet up with the reporter.
Okay, yeah. Continue on then. I'm gonna
Yeah,
check.
so basically Sophia meets up with the reporter, and the reporter is just showing all these different pieces of evidence where the women have the same like body marks, as I guess is the right word choice, where it all no wounds, there we go. The wounds are all similar with every woman, including her mother. So it just makes Sophia more suspicious, but at the end of the convo, she's just like, no, like my father wouldn't do this. She defends her father.
Oh,
What?
it's during here.
It's this moment.
No. It's during the meetup, because as she meets
Oh.
up, yeah, because I think I remember she meets up with the reporter, right?
Mm-hmm.
She basically gives the autopsy photos like, hey, look, this was clearly strangulation.
Mm-hmm.
Strangulation. Look, and the women, what's it called? Fought back. Look, you can see the scratches on her hands. They got defense wounds and so, right? But the police never reported it.
Mm-hmm.
And this was also kind of scary too, bro. It's kind of scary how like the Maronis and the Falcones, bro, they got the fucking police corrupt, boy.
Yep.
Like they would just do it, like, bro. It's just fucking spooky. But anyway, yeah. So as this is happening, I think this is where she gets that flashback where like when she finds her mom. Don't you remember when she was a kid? When she was a kid, she finds her mom, right?
Yeah.
Her dad walks in and says, "Oh no!" Picks her up and says, "Don't look, don't look." And like she looks over at her dad and like puts down the glasses, and then as he's putting the glasses back up, she notices the scratches on his hand. Do you remember that scene?
I remember that scene. I just don't remember the hand part. But you're
Yeah,
probably right.
Yeah, because she had scratch. Because he, I saw it, motherfucker. I saw that bitch. He had scratches on his hands, and she saw that too, and that correlates because what the reporter is saying, like, oh, look, these women have defense wounds, and so that clicks with her. She sees that, and that's where she gets super defensive. That's when she gets super defensive. Said, no, I refuse. She refuses to believe that. Like, no way, my father did not do this. Blah blah blah. And that's where she gets mad and like storms off. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like if you decide to go public, my family would destroy you. You better not.
Yeah. Oh
do it.
yeah. Yeah. I remember
And
that.
like you might be wondering, well, why is she getting mad? Well, because she's realized, wait, things aren't adding up. And I do remember that day of she died, that he did have scratches on his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's when that happened. So as this is happening, she ends up getting inside the car. She ends up Oz is basically saying to Sophia, "Yo, Sophia, man, like, why are you meeting up with fucking reporters, man? That's not good. You know what people are gonna be
This is
saying."
one of those moments you were talking about.
Yeah, this is one of those moments, and this is where Sophia just slams on Oz, saying, "Like, shut the fuck up, Oz." It's like no one cares what you have to say. No one ever did, or like something along those lines.
Some bogus ass shit.
Some bogus ass shit. Like no one cares what you have to say. No one ever did. You're just my driver, so just do that. You will always, forever, will be just my driver. Like you could just slamming on him, and you could see the expression on the penguin, like that got to him.
Yeah.
And it's another like awesome, important scene that corresponds with him and his character, and as to like why he is the way that he is. He wants to be taken seriously, just like Sophia Falcone, and that's why they have such a complex dynamic, because they both can't necessarily trust each other, but yet they both want the same thing. So I think it's a really cool complex dynamic of a relationship, of a type of bond that they have, is that they both want the same thing, and they're both in different ranks. But yeah, so we get that scene, right? And now this is where we're at Carmine's birthday party.
Yeah.
Oz approaches Sophie, and this is like another small moment saying, Oz, like, what are you doing in here? Like, if he's not worthy enough to be in there.
Not only that, Oz is wearing a way nicer suit.
Yeah, he's wearing a way nicer suit, right? We see that as well. He's like, dang, you got a new suit. He's like, yep, new suit. And basically just says, oh, well, hey, your father wants to see you in his office. And this is where Sophia enters the office, and we find out that Oz told Carmine that Sophia went to talk with Summer Gleason, that reporter.
Yep.
And Sophia tries to talk her way out of it, basically trying to deny the interaction with the reporter since the charity event. But Carmine continues to interrogate her, and revealing that Summer is working with the Gotham City Police Department, and they have an open investigation surrounding the murders. And so at this point, I think, doesn't Sophia say something like, "You were at my mom's like what is she said something that like kind of sealed the deal. We're like, yo, you're doubting me. I forgot what she said.
Like while she's talking to her father.
Yeah, doesn't she say something like, "Oh, weren't you there?" Like, it happened on happened on the day my mother died, like, or something. She said something like that. I'm trying to remember, man. I can't remember.
I can't remember. Yeah.
I can't remember, but there was a specific thing that she said, I believe, that kind of made him realize, oh yeah, she's no good.
Oh, well,
Like, she's no good. She's eventually gonna want to dig up more answers, and she's gonna fucking fuck me over. So I gotta bury her first. I forgot what she said, bro. But essentially, because of this, Carmine realizes that his daughter is eventually will try to dig up the past and try to answer some questions, and well, he can't have that, man. So he has to bury her. So what does he do? He just says, hey, like. Oh yeah, I remember. This is where she talks to him and like straight up tells him, saying, "You had scratches on your hand the night my mother died."
Yeah. Oh, is this the part?
This is the part. No, she had the flashback.
No, I'm
before
talking
that.
about like this is the
But
part
this-
she tells him that.
Exactly.
There you go.
This is the part where she says that, and that is where
That's where Carmine's like.
that's where
oh,
Carmine's like, oh no, she's catching on.
She's catching on.
She's catching on. I can't. No, I gotta
Yeah.
bury her.
Yeah.
Eat my own daughter.
That's
So
fucked.
he says, is like, yo, are you doubting me? He's like, oh, and then she gets really defensive. No, I'm not. No. I didn't mean to. I didn't doubt on you. And this is the part where Carmine is essentially trying to gaslight Sophia and claiming that she's sick in the head and she's not feeling well and she's just crazy and all these different things. And she orders Oz to drive her home. So as Oz tries to,
drive her home.
yeah.
Oz is basically saying like, hey man, like, or not man.
I had to do what I had to do.
Like, hey, I'm gonna do my own thing.
For real.
But I'm gonna look out for you. And then Sophia's basically like, hey, like I trusted you, and you threw all that trust out the window just to move up the ranks with my father.
And bro, and even though I get it, that sucks, but boy, that's what Oz is trying to do, boy.
Yep.
He's trying to get up in the ranks, man.
Well, yeah. And as they're having this conversation, all of a sudden, a bunch of cops pull up around them, right?
Yep.
And the cops ask Sophia to get out of the car, and they're like, "What's this about?" And then they're like, "Get out of the car, Sophia," and they handcuff her. And she asks her, basically, tell her that Summer Gleason, that reporter that had all the evidence on Carmine,
Has been murdered.
She's been murdered, and they're saying that she's the one that killed her.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, we all know who set this up.
For real.
It's her father. Her father's trying to put her behind bars so that
And-
she doesn't fuck him up.
And as she's being arrested, like, not only do we find out that the reporter was she's being accused for the murder of the reporter, but he starts listing out other names, and you're also charged. You're also being arrested for the murder of blah blah blah, and they're saying all the women that died by the hangman, which we all know. We were just assuming it was her father.
Yeah.
Right. That's a different turn, man, because I could have sworn in the comic she was actually the hangman. But I
It
guess
could
here
be,
it's just that they
just
just switched
they're
it
changing
up.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I
maybe
mean, it's fine.
it's a good twist. I
Yeah,
guess.
I fuck with it. I mean, I think it works.
Mm-hmm.
But so she's being charged with everything else, and you could see just the despair and the distraught that she's feeling, like now finally playing to Oz, like, Oz, help me, and then Oz, you see Oz like, let her go and stuff, but it makes you question, did Oz know?
He had to, bro.
I feel like he had to, man.
He had to know or
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I think he did, man. And this is the part where she gets taken right to be arrested. She's then talking with Alberto and her lawyers, and they see all the newspaper and shit. They have photos, and now she's being labeled as the hangman. And they reveal that Carmine is the one that framed her, claiming that she had a long history of mental illnesses, and that other members of the family, including Luca and the Vitis, wrote letters to the judge, basically confirming what Carmine is saying, confirming that she had a long history of mental illness. And that's crazy, bro. Your own blood, bro.
Your father.
Yeah, dude.
That's
and
tough.
so now she's forced to take a psychological evaluation, which she accepts. I believe the process will take like 6 months. Yeah, she has to do that to prove her sanity.
I don't think she even gets visitors too, right? Did it say that 6 months no visitors?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's even worse, bro. Fuck that.
Yeah, so yeah, she has to go to the Arkham State hospital, where she will remain for 6 months, and that'll lead up to her trial. And the lawyer essentially just can't do anything about it. Alberto is also kind of furious and saying, "Hey, we'll try to figure it out." Sophia just breaks down crying, and she's taken away with the officers. So now they're at Arkham, and she is placed under the eye of Arkham's chief psychiatrist, Ventress, which
what's funny? That name,
Ventress?
that's a name of a Star Wars character.
Oh, really?
So when they said it, I was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" I was like, "I didn't know."
Ventress?
Yeah, I'll show you how the character looks like. But I noticed, I was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" I didn't know that.
Yeah. So with Ventress, right, and who is associated with Julian Rush, which we know from like current day.
Yeah.
Right. I guess Mm-hmm. And they're the ones that are going to be conducting the psychological evaluation. So she's basically placed under court order of mandatory isolation, restricting visitors, any contact
All right, bet.
out of the outside world.
Which basically, bro, they're trying to purposely, because at this point we know Carmine's he's involved in this. He knows people inside this place, bro. He's purposely
he runs shit, bro.
He's trying to run it to the point where it's like, hey, I drive her crazy. I want you to break her, so that way people 100% will believe me.
It's her.
And so when you hear all these things like 6 months in Arkham State, no visitors allowed, in isolation, surrounded by legitimately other crazy people,
yeah,
it's like, what do you expect to fucking happen? You know what I mean? She's gonna break, bro. It's just a matter of time, and ultimately, it's gonna be in favor for Carmine, which fucking sucks. But this ultimately, it also helps build character for Sophia, because then we see why she has this side of her.
Yeah, why she is the way she is now.
Yeah, and it's sad to see, but it's like, that's fucking hard.
Yeah, no, for sure. And what sucks, because we're going to get into it later on in the episode, it works, man. Mm-hmm. His plan works, and we'll actually get into that in a bit. So she's there trying to prove her sanity. It's not working. This is a cool little Easter egg as well.
Offer it.
She gets put in her cell, and she has an inmate named Magpie, right? And this is a cool...
Is she a DC character?
Yeah.
I knew it. Tell me what. I don't know comics, right? But whenever I see certain names, I'm like, I bet you that's a fucking comic book character. When that name happened, I'm Magpie. Yes. I'm like, bro, watch that be a fucking character, bro.
Yeah, she actually is. Yeah, she actually is a character. Her real name in the comics, I think it's Margaret. It's Margaret Pye, as in Pye. I think Pye. But her name is Magpie, and she's a DC Comics supervillain. She's like one of those wonky villains, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Which is why her outcome,
like the Mad Hatter type shit, that guy.
Like yeah, like
or like the baby one, like meh, Batman, meh, that guy.
No, I mean like.
Well, that guy's wonky.
She's
bro.
Just no, yeah, like she's just, how to explain it? She's a DC supervillain, a DC character that is not really significant in the world. So
she's like a
she's like a weird
C-list villain.
Because there's different variations. We have the DC Comics New 52, then we have like the OG comic storyline, and the New 52 is when after the events of Flashpoint. It's really confusing, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. But from the original comics, like the OG shit, she was a jewel thief. But this is what's weird. This was kind of weird about it. I'm telling you, she's kind of wonky. Is that she would specifically steal jewel pieces that are like strictly like shaped or related to like birds.
What?
Yeah, magpie. Because remember, she says magpie like the bird.
Yeah.
So that's why that's her real name is Margaret Pye, right? But she changed it to Magpie. So she steals jewelry and things strictly related to birds, and she replaces them with replicas of that look like them.
Oh.
That look like them, but like with traps, like they're like booby traps.
Oh. Right? So is that her, like her power, these traps, or does she actually have a ability?
I don't think she has an actual ability. I think she's just like a thief or something, bro. She's like a small time crook, bro. And she's kind of crazy. Like she eventually started kind of losing her mind and shit. Okay. And what's pretty cool, that's a cool Easter egg number 1 too. But also in the original comics, and I'm not talking New 52. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know about her in New 52. I like to dive into like the original shit. I don't know why. I'm just curious. But anyway, we later find out that she was a because after she was defeated by Superman and Batman, like when they did a team up or something, I believe.
Oh damn! The fuck?
And yeah, but I don't think it was.
Is she mainly a Batman villain though? I mean,
that's a good question. Yeah, I don't think so, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Correct me, hey, comic guys in the comments section. Let me know. But I don't think so, because I do remember her being defeated by Superman and Batman, or like vice versa or whatever.
Okay.
And we haven't seen her in the comics around that time, right? In a while, until she made like a guest appearance, like what we did right here. And I forgot what comic it was, but we find out it was, instead of Sophia's cellmate, it was Poison Ivy's cellmate in Arkham Asylum. Yeah, in Arkham Asylum. And I believe in that universe, before the New 52, Magpie actually gets up. I think she ends up getting killed by someone. I forgot who.
Shit.
But she ends up dying.
What the fuck?
But anyway, this is like a cool little Easter egg for the people who who love the DC comics, especially like the OG comics. This is a small little Easter egg. And when I was watching the show, I'm like, Magpie. I'm like, no fucking way. I know this bitch, bro. I know this weird little character, bro. But
yeah, she's weird.
But other than the newer characters, I mean, the new time, like the New 52 and shit, guys, I have no idea. I do believe in the New 52. I did see that she was part of a supervillain like team. Like she was part of a team. I forgot what it's called.
It's another peace
like a Justice League type shit,
yeah.
but like for evil motherfuckers. Like I forgot what it's called, man.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh my god.
I forgot what it's called.
Yeah.
But anyway, point is, that's just like a little Easter egg, man. We meet Magpie, and yeah, she basically is talking to her through the vent, asking whether she's really the Hangman, and eventually the cafeteria area, Magpie is finally given that red colored drug, and now we know that obviously that drug is Bliss, and is basically
gets her high as fuck.
Yeah, basically, it just gets her high as fuck, and as this is going on, we see this other character, we see this other unchained patient approaching Sophia, accusing her of murder, and Sophia's freaking out like, oh, why isn't she changed up? And this just goes to show where, bro, the Falcone family, man, they got people on the inside, bro. Someone has let her loose just for the purpose of that. Maybe trying to get her killed or something, or something, bro. I'm not sure. But she ends up getting attacked, and she's getting beat the fuck up.
Yep.
By this chick. Until eventually, now we get to this part. Go ahead, Mark. I'll let you take this one.
I was about to say, Sophia just basically wakes up in her cell, battered and bruised from the attack, all just to find Julian standing over her. We learn that Sophia went to therapy after her mother's murder, with Julian claiming that the grief can often lead to anger. Sophia calmly tells Julian that her father is framing her, but it's one of those things where like Julian wants to believe her,
yeah,
but at the same time he doesn't. And not only that, it's at this scene right here where it's like it basically confirmed what I thought. I forgot what episode where we first introduced to Julian, where it's like Julian kind of has a thing for her, bro. And so that plays a factor into their relationship. But I guess this is kind of where it begins, because what's it called? Julian said that her obviously we get back to where Julian was like framing her. No, her father was framing her, and Julian's over here more or less on her side, honestly. But she is then led back to the mess hall, where Abby is brought out in chains, cruelly mocking her by repeatedly calling her killer. Sophia is handed in a fork, right? And freed from her restraints, realizing that she's being tested by the Dr. Ventress. And as Sophia approaches Abby, she is knocked down, and Abby snatches the fork instead, pleading, where Sophia basically tells her to end it, and Sophia watches everybody and then stabs herself, motherfucker. And then boom, that is some crazy ass shit, dude.
Yeah, so they get the girl that attacked her and like chain her up and give the opportunities to Sophia to get essentially revenge. But Sophia catches on and says, you want me to kill her. You want me to hurt her. Because like we said before, guys, they want to break her and make it seem like she actually is the Hangman. So so they're trying to give her an opportunity to hurt her or potentially kill her, to prove, like, hey, you see, guys, she's a murderer. Like, she is a fucking crazy bitch. Now, everything leads to her, and Carmine is free. Everyone from the family is basically free, right? But obviously, Sophia catches on to that, and like what Mario said, they get in a scuffle. The girl picks up the own fork and starts stabbing herself in the neck, and that's just crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I wonder what that was. I'm gonna be honest with you. And so now, because of that, she is dragged, and she's now forced to undergo electric shock therapy.
And this is where we get like a little montage, because this is like where, if I remember correctly, they go like, this is where they go day by day, but it's they replay, they show us the same scene where it's basically just her in that going through electric shock therapy. And I don't know what they're saying exactly. It's like, hey, did you kill those girls, right? Isn't that what they're saying to her, or am I remembering it wrong?
I don't think they're saying anything to her.
But they're trying to like make her seem like, yeah, you're the one that did this, not your father.
Yeah, trying to like manipulate her.
Yeah.
Like, you're confused and stuff. And then we see glimpses of Julian like telling, hey, like, Doc, like, what if she is telling the truth?
Yeah,
and that's where the Doc is like, hey, you better be careful, man, because in hinting like, hey, bro, just don't get into this, bro. You're gonna get fucked up type shit. And so now all this is happening, and she's kind of losing her sanity, man. And over the next 6 months, she finally receives a visit from Alberto, and basically says that Dr. Ventures has deemed her mentally unfit to stand trial. And this is the part where essentially the whole she spent there for 6 months straight hoping for the trial, and nah, man, she's not even gonna get that. So who knows how long she'd be in there longer. And Alberto's just angry as well, promising that, hey, I promise I'll get you out of here. And then Dr. Ventures is obviously that one guy, like the lead guy, basically. The one that Julian said, hey, what if she's telling the truth, you know? And Julian, we can see Julian trying to stop her from the cafeteria, saying, hey, like, I tried. I did not know that Dr. Ventures was going to do that. I apologize. And you could just see the hopelessness and the like defeated look on Sophia's face, man. Like, she just lost it. Like, she lost all the hope that she had. She'd been there for 6 months.
All for nothing.
Nothing is changing. And she finally sits next to Magpie, and basically Sophia just says, she sits down to Magpie. Magpie is essentially saying, yo, what's wrong? Bad day, blah, blah, blah. And this is where...
This was fucked.
Yeah, this is the part where things start to get crazy, because Sophia starts questioning Magpie, saying, hey, are you spying on me? Like, is that why they're giving you...
Those drugs?
Exactly. Are you trying to, like, get information out of me, something that you could use against me? Like, what the fuck is your deal? And we could see Magpie...
doesn't respond to it.
Doesn't respond, just being really, really quiet to it. Until it got to the point where Sophia, I mean, hey, she got nothing. At this point, she has nothing to lose.
Yep.
She's going to be in there for who knows how long. She snaps and attacks Magpie, bashing her head into the fucking table. And we just know Magpie got killed, bro. She's dead.
Okay, I'm gonna say, did she die?
Yeah, she's dead. She's dead, bro. She's dead. She's dead.
No.
So she's completely fucking dead. And then as Sophia is like standing up, she realizes that Dr. Ventures is also watching her. And again, she still pleads her innocence despite, killing someone right in front of him. And then she's giving the sedative. And then now we're back into present day. And this is the part where I realize, okay, what I said earlier is what Carmine's plan worked, because she killed someone in the Arkham Asylum. And that was just proof, done and deal, where, hey, look, she killed someone in the asylum, meaning that she obviously was responsible for the other murders that happened. So now they have concrete evidence. And I think, dude, that's like the reason why she finally got out. Because the whole goal was to break her so much to like where they could pin everything on her, and then they could let her out. And the fact that she killed someone in Arkham Asylum was just proof enough. Like, hey, there's no disputing this. So then I think that's why they released her finally, because they did what they wanted to do.
But how'd they get her out? She still ended up killing someone.
Well, here's the thing, man. Remember, they got Falcone, got the fucking
bread.
They got the corrupts. The corrupts. They got the cops corrupted, and they got the cops in the palm of their hand, man. Like, it's just
true.
I think man. I just think that was their overall goal, to make her completely insane and prove that that she was the one that created the murders. And what better way to put that against someone and prove that than to, someone who fucking killed someone in the fucking asylum. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it makes more sense.
So I think that's why they finally released her. It's like, all right, well, that case is now closed. The Hangman case is finally closed.
It's done.
There's no more investigation, because the person that was accused killed someone while she was locked, quote unquote, locked up.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense, actually.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, those corrupted fucks.
Hey, man. It's an evil world, bro.
I don't know, man. I mean, man, if I was Sophia, bro, everybody gone. I'm not even fucking with you, but at that point, I say fuck. I mean, besides Alberto, because Alberto was the only one that believed in Sophia.
Yeah.
Everybody gone, bro.
No, and Alberto, well, here's the thing. That is why this episode was actually really cool, important to show Sophia's current motives as why she's willing to throw away and break down her family. Well, look, the reason why she wants to break down and throw away her family is because they broke her down and threw her away from the family. Hey, you see what I did there? It's just, and the reason why she was super connected with Alberto was from this scenes here. We know he was the only one genuinely concerned and genuinely trying. That's why Alberto meant so much to her, and that is why his death was extremely important to her and to her character. You see that, bro? When you make all these connections, hey, man. It's fire, bro. This is what you call a fire show, bro. This is what you call fire writing, bro.
Hell, that's funny.
So yeah, take it away from here, Mario. But yeah.
But after that, like I said, Hector said, we're back in we're present day, and Sophia wakes up in Julian's office, and so I think Julian's like parked her food and everything, trying to wake her up and back into reality. And Sophia basically opens up to him a little bit, saying that she feels like an idiot for believing in us, to think that she should have trusted her gut, and that she should have killed him right when she had the chance.
Yeah.
But then Julian kind of hears her out, but it's just like, hey, why don't you go back to Italy? Like, you like
start a new life.
Say, forget this fucking place. But Sophia's not gonna fucking do that after everything that's gone down. But then after that, Sophia then leaves and returns to the Falcon Estate dressed to the.
So do they have like a romantic scene?
Kind of, because
they get super close to each other.
Yeah, because Sophia knows because like. When she's telling Julian, like, hey, when Julian's telling Sophia, like, hey, go to Italy, whatever the fuck, Sophia basically goes back to him, is like, oh, why would I do that? Why would I take your word of
when all the men
have lied to me,
yeah.
Gotten me in trouble, screwed over my life? Why would I do that? And as he's doing this, she's like, why should I trust you? Like, why should I trust you? Like, what are your real motives here? And obviously, she knows
the real motive is
you want me. That's why you're helping me. You're not helping me because you believe in me or you think I'm innocent or whatever the fuck.
Hey, man.
You want me because you want to get in me.
Well, maybe not that part.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, maybe not.
He's just his motives aren't.
And like the way she was getting close with him, like they're about to kiss. Hey, man, Mario, I would have folded, bro. My thing is, like, if he went for the kiss, and she's like, "Yo, what the fuck is that? Like, whose fault is that?" Because let's be real, bro. She got hella close, and she was looking at his lip like she wanted to, bro.
I think it was all just a tease.
So at that point, yeah, but like you can't blame the dude if he goes for it. You know what I'm saying? Because bro, they were hella close, man.
That's true, but at the same time, I think Julian's a little. How about this?
Scared?
Do you think? I'm gonna go down that path. Do you think part of the reason Julian is attracted to Sophia is because he is a little bit intimidated or fearful of her, or feels sad?
No, I think it was more because they meet each other.
Yeah, at Arkham State.
At Arkham Hospital, and I think what it was, bro, is that I think he felt bad and he saw the real her. And like saw that she was, and had a feeling and knew that she was telling the truth. You know, I think that's what it like. At least that's what I think. You know what I mean? I don't think that he has some weird kink saying like, "Oh yeah, she's dangerous. So I like her." Like, nah, I don't think it's that. Okay. I think he genuinely maybe likes her, and that's why he's hinting like, "Yo, let's start a new life." Maybe because he wants a new life for her type shit. Like, hey, maybe let's get away. Like, I don't know. It's never confirmed that they had like an actual relationship. It's just that tease that made it seem that way. You know what I'm talking about? So I don't know.
All right, I just thought it was interesting, their relationship, but
would you like to see them get together type shit? I would not.
I wouldn't. I don't think it would serve any purpose.
Okay. Yeah, no purpose. Yeah, you're right.
This motherfucker. I don't.
You're right. We don't know Julian like that.
I was about to say. And who knows if we're gonna see him again? I think we will, just for maybe a couple more
Yeah.
episodes, maybe. But either way, I think this is the part where she won you over. She goes back to the family house, and that's where she's in her yellow dress, right?
Yeah, she comes back to the Falcone estate.
Yeah, man.
And that's where she walks in
that outfit you love so much.
Hey man, that yellow dress, bro, with the hair, man, that hair.
Yeah, that hair was badass. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey man, man, she bad as hell. And
Yeah,
she
but
walks
she-
in and with the family, everyone's there because they're celebrating
His
the
birthday?
leadership. No,
Oh.
they're celebrating the leadership because Luca is going to be leading the family now.
Oh, okay, all right.
I think so.
All right.
I think that's what's happening.
Yeah.
And obviously Johnny Vidi's the one that instructed her to leave. Like she was supposed to have been gone, I think, or that day. You know, and everyone's having a good time, but as she walks in, everyone is quiet. It's
Yeah.
like, whoa, what the fuck? She sits down.
Just like in the episode where she walks in at the funeral.
Yeah, and so it's quiet as fuck. Johnny Vidi's like, yo, what the fuck are you doing here? Well, hey, I'm here to support Luca, you know? Come on now. And Luca starts to address the family, basically giving like a little speech, and that's when Sophia kind of interrupts and gives her own toast and kind of bringing up the last time they were all together at Carmine's birthday party, and she kind of berates her family for writing letters to the judge and basically just kind of
Calling them out on their bullshit.
exactly calling them out on their bullshit of what they about what they done to her. And we see here that there's like also like a little girl there. Remember that?
It's
There's, like, a little girl.
the daughter of her
Cousin?
Her cousin, yeah.
Yeah, right.
I think her name's Gia.
I
Yeah,
think so,
Gia. Yeah, Gia.
And she was just basically saying that and how Alberto was the only one that tried to help her, and that's pretty much it. She just says, oh, and she finally kind of agrees, like, you know what, I am gonna go to Italy. Like, I should maybe start a new life. And she ends up, you know, she gets up and she leaves. And then hours later, she ends up waking up Carla Vidi's daughter, which is Gia, and leads her to the greenhouse. And she basically just says, hey, like, she kind of starts to reminisce how her and Alberto used to sleep in the greenhouse and how she wanted to come. And that's where I believe there's also like a little scene where the daughter's like, hey, my mom told me not to talk to you, says that you're dangerous. It's like, because you did bad things. And she says,
You're right.
You're right. I
did
did
my
do bad things.
I did my own thing.
I did my own thing. I did do bad
We're gonna do that in every pod. I did my own
things.
thing.
I did do bad things. And,
Yeah.
and she asked why, and I forgot her response. But later on, she ends up waking up in the next morning, and we're like, okay, what the heck? Because at this point, I'm like thinking, like, what the fuck? Why did she take the girl?
No, I knew something was gonna go down, because I'm like, she only took the girl because she knew she didn't do any. She wasn't a part of fucking her over. Obviously, she's a little kid. She's innocent.
Yeah.
But everyone else in that house wasn't.
Yeah.
And so I knew, I'm like, okay, she's planning something. I just didn't know what. And obviously we find out when she wakes up the next day and she's walking through the house, but she's walking through the house with a gas mask. Gas mask.
Yeah.
And everyone in that house is a goner, my guy.
Is dead.
Except for one motherfucker. Johnny Vidi's.
Johnny
She
Vidi.
left him alive.
Yeah. So we find out that she ends up killing most of the family via carbon monoxide.
That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, because she remember she goes into the basement and like
turns
she
on-
has the power.
Oh yeah.
She like has like a pipe or some shit. Like yeah, it was carbon monoxide poisoning, and she walks into Johnny Vidi's room where he's the only one alive because she had she left the window open.
Yeah.
She left the window open so he could survive.
So why do you? That's where the episode ends, I think. But or is there more?
So I think
I had a question.
So while she wakes him up with a gun, and like and this is my favorite scene. She looking in the mirror, fixing her hair. Hey, she bad as hell. Anyway, she wakes him up and says, "Wait, get the fuck up, motherfucker!" Some bullshit with the gun pointed at him, and he's like in shock, like, "What the fuck just happened?" And that's where the episode ends.
All right.
That's how it ends.
I want to ask you this.
Yeah,
Why keep him alive?
that's a good question.
Like out of everybody, why him?
back.
If out of all of them, he's been the most of an ass. Well, I mean they're all assholes, but like out of
obviously
all
he's
of
gonna
them,
try to use. Because didn't the Penguin and Sophia say that Johnny Vidi was the one approving about Bliss and the distribution of the drug and shit for the Falcone family? Because he was the underboss.
Yeah, he was.
Don't you remember that?
Yeah.
So maybe that's why. Maybe he has that value. Like, hey, I still need you alive to get this fucking drug, like my drug out there. But like,
that could be it.
That's just what I think. We don't know exactly until we see it.
Because like obviously she kept him alive for a reason. He's still useful to her somehow. Maybe he tries to use him to get the Penguin somehow, or to overpower Penguin somehow.
Maybe, I'm not sure. But I wasn't expecting her to kill everybody, bro.
But here's my thing. I don't think she's gonna keep him alive forever. I think she's just gonna use him until his usefulness is up, and then off his ass. Yeah. Because there's no way someone like after how he's treated her, basically like belittling her, undermining her, saying like, "Yo, why are you even here? Like, fuck you." There's no way that she keeps him alive. Even if he does prove useful, even more than useful, there's no way. There's no fucking way. He has to die.
No, yeah. I mean, I agree. I feel like eventually he will die.
Okay,
but like the original question you said is why keep him alive, and I think maybe that's why. It's because maybe they're still gonna go with the plan with the type of drug or something. Man, he has some type of value.
How about this? Another question. Do you think because of this now, do you think they're gonna go? There's gonna be an all-out gang war between not the Maronis and the Falcons, between Penguin and the Falcons? But it's difficult because
it's funny because you say a gang war, like Penguin has his own gang.
That's what I'm saying. But like I think Penguin has to gather some troops up, boy. There's no way, because the Maronis aren't going to back him up. There's no way. He's burnt that bridge. That bitch is gone. That relationship is gone. The Falcons obviously are against him. So I think next episode he has to get troops. Like he's going to get his own little group of guys.
I don't know, man. Maybe Sophia.
Because how is he going to win?
Maybe. I don't know. I really don't know, man. It's one of those things where like, let's make another theory and have it not come true.
In the first 5 minutes of the episode. Hey, bro, I think he's gonna go over there and rescue her.
She gonna get captured. Oz is gonna rescue her.
Oh my god!
Like, what is Oz ain't Batman, bro?
I know, bro. Fuck. That was dumb as hell. Why did I come up with that shit?
You thought I can't remember, but I feel like I did remember you like thinking it was fire as fuck. Like,
yeah, no, I did. Yeah, like that would be so cool, bro. I was fucking wrong with the first like 3 minutes, bro.
What'd you think when you were watching it?
I was watching. I'm like, oh well, there goes my shit.
My useless ass theory, man. There it goes, man. Fuck.
Nah, man. There has to be some way like he gets like like not an army, but like his own version of his like guys. Because we got to see, because you know Penguin obviously in the comics and even in the game, I'm more interested in the game. He has his little group of henchmen too. So I'm assuming he has to get it somehow in the show.
I don't know. Honestly, this is one of those things where I don't know where they can go with this. I don't know what's going to happen. The only explanation is obviously Johnny VD has some fucking value that Sophia wants to like use him for. Like she's definitely going to use him for something. Could it be the whole Bliss situation? I don't know. Maybe team up with the Maronis and be like, yo.
That could happen, dude.
But why team up with the Maronis if like that's what
they have a common interest? They don't trust each other, but guess what? They both hate Oz.
Yeah, but you don't. Yeah, but I feel like at this point Oz is like still kind of a nobody.
That's true. That's also true.
You know what I mean? So like, why do they need the powers of the Maronis and then fucking like just to go after him? I don't feel like it's not that. I don't know. I just don't think it's enough. I don't know. It's just one of those things we have to watch, man.
I gotta wait until tomorrow.
But let's fuck around and like what? Should we come up with a theory? Like, what?
Oh, my theory. Okay, let's see. Okay, bet. This is my theory about how Penguin gets his army.
Right,
obviously, Victor. He's been through a rough patch, right? So he knows people. Like from the very introduction, we see him with a group of kids, right? You see him with a group of kids, right? So I think Oz is gonna be like, "Yo, hey, Victor, you know anybody that wants to fight for me and make some good money? Come on, Victor." He's like, "Yeah, I know some guys. They fucking, I don't fucking know. He uses that connection. He gets a couple people there. Not only that, she has that one connection with that one girl who basically runs. I'm assuming she runs like a brothel or some sort of business like that. Maybe she uses that connection, and through that, she knows some girls that can basically run some drugs for him. That's how he gets money. That's how he can pay these henchmen. That's how he can pay these motherfuckers. Hey man, that's solid though. I'm not gonna say it's great.
I don't know. Listen, this. what's gonna happen is next episode, you're like, why the fuck did I think of that? It's gonna happen what just happened now. Why I don't know. I just think that it just has to do something with the drugs, man, and maybe some connections with the Maronis. That's like my theory. That's
Well,
all I
right
can
now,
think
who
of.
has access to the drugs? Does Penguin, or is it only it's still Sophia?
I think Sophia.
Still, but Oz knows all the info about it.
Yeah. But then, yeah, like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
I really
tough.
don't know. But if your
fuck.
theory actually comes true, I'm gonna be a loss for words.
If it comes through, bro, I'm gonna brag about it today. I'm like, yo,
Okay,
I called that shit, though.
real quick. So let's be clear. You're saying that Penguin's gonna formulate his group because Victor is the one that's gonna be recruiting people.
That and somehow his side chick, or not side chick, his main chick, Penguin's main chick, is somehow gonna help him through this too.
Which doesn't okay, Mark,
I don't know how,
get
but-
that because she's the one that said you should not be a part of this life. I'm trying to go over here and just go to college and have a
No,
normal
not
life.
her. Penguin,
Oh.
Penguin's shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Penguin's girl.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
Isn't she like a prostitute or something?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She runs a brothel, and through them, like through her network of like all her girls, they're able to make an income and pay these guys. You think these guys are just gonna work for Penguin for free?
No, I'm not. No, I didn't think that, but it's just funny. I don't know. I don't see. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't see.
And
that
not only
happening.
that, I'm sure Penguin has some people already loyal to him.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't
because
think so.
he runs the Iceberg Lounge, so he's probably gonna go there like, listen, guys, I'm in deep shit.
Well, no, he doesn't run it. Well,
He's in charge of it, but
well,
obviously
sure,
it runs
but like
to the.
obviously, he doesn't have final say. What happens?
I know,
there.
but he builds connections regardless.
I
Running
guess,
it.
but I mean,
He's gonna use up all his.
I'm gonna be
resources.
honest. I don't think that's what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
What do you think is gonna happen?
But
then?
I don't. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's all probably some connection, something related with the Maronis, bro. Like maybe I don't know.
No,
I'm gonna be
there's
honest
no
with you. I don't know, Mario. I can't think of anything. But your theory, I don't think it's gonna happen. But if it does, I will be surprised. And
I'm gonna say I'll text you, but I'm like, no, fuck. You watch these. I watch these Sunday. You watch these Friday.
Yeah.
So I can't text you.
so I'll just. I feel like that's such a stretch, bro. Like it makes me look back like, yo, what if she gets captured and Oz rescues her with Vic? Like, that's too funny. But we'll see, bro.
That was funny as
Oh my god, yeah. It's so fun coming up with these theories, and then like it sucks because when it doesn't happen, because you kind of feel discouraged, like, oh, bro, like.
I mean, well, when it's right though, like you're right about the hangman shit.
Yeah.
You're right about that.
But maybe it was obvious though. I feel like
I
it
mean, I
wasn't
didn't
nothing
pick up
crazy.
on that.
You're probably looking at your phone.
I watched this shit on my phone.
Oh, I watch it here. I watch it on my TV.
Oh, okay.
Damn, you didn't catch those things that I said, bro? Really?
I mean, I thought it was weird when she was in the car and they were on the radio, when the radio was on and they were talking about it and how she like turned that shit off. I'm like, maybe she didn't. Like, it did go through my mind. I'm like, maybe she didn't do it. But I'm just like, nah, because I thought about what you said about the comics. Because you're like, oh, in the comics she's Hangman. I'm like, no, it wouldn't, because Hector told me in the comics that she's Hangman.
That's true, but like I said, man, they changed shit.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say I should have expected. I don't know why. Given what Marvel does and what DC does, they always tend to tweak shit a little bit from comics to live action. So I don't know.
No,
I should have thought
sure.
of that.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, let's give our final rating, Mario.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. This was another banger. I love
Another
how this
banger.
one was Sophia centric. Seeing her origin, seeing her become the person we see in present day of this show, is absolutely incredible. The actress, I forgot her name already. Let me look it up real quick. She does an absolutely amazing job portraying Sophia. Christine Milioti. Shout out to you. You're doing an amazing job. Along with Colin Farrell, all you guys are doing amazing. Everybody involved in the show is doing amazing, down to the writing, the cinematography, the acting, just everything is so well done. And the fact that we got to see a Sophia one is cool. We saw her origins, we saw her backstory, and it was really well done. Just like every other episode in this show has been extremely well done. When you cover every plot point and you leave nothing open, it's amazing what it can do for a show and how it makes it much more believable, much more enjoyable for us, the audience, because we love watching shows like that that are able to do the job right. And we just wish every show can be like that, but sadly it's not true because at some point me and Hector are gonna have to watch Agatha, and I'm not looking forward to it, man. I saw the first episode and the half of the second one, and goddamn, I haven't picked it up since. I'm not looking forward to having to catch up.
Are the episodes all out yet?
I don't think so. I think they have a couple more, but I only watched the.
Are they just as long as this?
No, they're way shorter. Actually, I don't know. Actually, they may be long, dude.
Oh no!
I can check real quick, but this show is absolutely phenomenal. Each episode is extremely long. It's like an hour. Sometimes they're a little bit over, but when I'm watching it, bro, when it's all said and done, like when the episode is done, it doesn't feel like a fucking hour, man. It feels like goddamn. It feels like goddamn. That was how long? Let me check. That was 58 minutes, bro?
That's true, bro.
I'm like, no way. That shit felt like 30.
It went by quick.
Every episode goes by fast.
And that's how you know, like, it's fire, bro. Because you're just like immersed. It's kind of like, you know, when we play video games, it feels like we're just playing for like an hour or two, but then it's been like 4 hours.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
5, and it's like, whoa, we've been playing for that long. That's because you're super immersed into it.
But no, I'm looking at it right now. It varies. Some are 40, some are 30.
Oh shit!
So it just varies.
Right,
but no, man, this episode's phenomenal. I'm gonna be honest with you. This shit might be a 10.
Go ahead, man.
I think I get the last one a 10 too. I just another 10, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, just a 10. Yeah. I love her origin story, just like I like seeing Oz.
I agree, man. I can't really add a lot. I can't really add more to what Mario said. Mario said a lot, which I agree with. So yeah, I'm me too, man. I'm gonna give this one a 10. I thought it was fire. But with that being said, guys, that is it. Let us know what did you guys think of the Penguin. Let us know in the comments. With that being said, thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.
Peace.